Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. This is a player update for episode 8 of the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge for October 2015 Enemy Territory. This is the second to the last episode, so people are doing a lot of building. Cherry Bitters decided to flood the Hidden Valley and then started building a tower. I'm assuming she flooded it so that in case she slipped off that she would not die. And the tower is going up and it's looking pretty interesting, but it doesn't appear to be a house, but whatever it actually is, we're not really sure. I guess we'll find out in the last episode. Next I have Kid Awesome 2. He's turning the dirt shack into a wooden house and looking good. Next we have Lightbringer. Lightbringer worked on his house in episode 8. Next is Nova Cookie 232. Did a little caving. Climbed out the top of the mountain. From the top of the mountain he jumped into the river far below. It was a harrowing jump. Then he came back in and did some farming. Maybe did farming later. He went out and did some exploring at night. So that was exciting. Next we have Hawkminer. Hawkminer also climbed out the top of the valley, jumped into the river from the top. I wonder if they have this coordinated. Let's all jump in the river. After he got down, he sheared a lot of sheep for wool. He came back inside the valley, did some farming, and started working on his wool block art project. Next we have 22 Scoops. He also climbed out the top of the mountain, made a decorative lava flow, came back in, finished up his full iron armor, made a new farm, and a new tree farm. Next we have Andy Doan. Andy Doan worked on his processing vat with the lava inside. Got it all fixed up. Next we have Grandma's Gone Gaming. Grandma worked on her treehouse apartment building, and she put a treetop patio on the top of it. Next we have Jade LF. Jade worked on her second floor of her house. Next is Ron Smalek. Ron Smalek started out his episode by cutting down a giant oak tree. Then he worked on his cliffside homes, and then he made a fishing pond. Next we have Box. Box worked on his house, and he also did a tricky carpet fence gate type of a thing where he's got a break in the fence that he can walk through, but the mobs don't walk through because they think it's a drop, but he can walk across it because of the carpet. Yeah, you check it out, it's pretty clever. Next we have J Gaz Mom. J Gaz Mom collected sand, worked on the house, made furniture, then she went mining, killed a bunch of spiders. I'm wondering if she's close to the spider spawner, or if she's just finding a lot of spiders to kill, but that's too many spiders just to be random. I think it's got to be the dungeon. So next we have Outfoxed. Outfoxed went caving, got some iron, killed an Enderman, found gold, found a ravine, found a spider dungeon, got the goodies, came back, did some farming, made an anvil, named a pig Houdini, and then he shot some mobs off of ledges. Next we have John Paul 92. He did some farming, he worked on his cliffside houses, he worked on a staircase going up from the catwalk up to the top of the mountain. Next we have Ong Ong. He worked on his house. There was a cow in his house at one point that he had to get out, and then he did some farming. Next we have Technoscribe. Technoscribe worked on her witch house. She says it's finished up, but I'm not sure. She's got one more episode. She'll probably keep working on it anyway. Then she did some caving. Next we have Digger Dad. Digger Dad worked on his house throughout the episode. Next we have Scody Garbitas. Scody went out to get wool, got some wool, came back in, put up some paintings in his house, and installed an upstairs bedroom. I thought it was going to be a loft, but he went all the way across and made it into a room. Okay, next we have Tim Obert, also known as Captain Hook 5150. He did some farming, then he went mining, got some iron. A creeper blew up inside of his house while he was working on the house or going in and out or something. Okay, next we have Bear Family 07. Bear Family cut down trees, went mining. He walled himself into the observation station, blocked it all up so that nothing else could get in there, and started carving out a base behind the station in the side of the mountain. And he started building a farm in this indoor base. Next we have Piker Eyes. Piker Eyes went caving for cobble. He needed cobble, so he ran down in the cave and started getting cobble. Came back, worked on the roof. He has a very nice house. Next we have New Azusa. New Azusa went mining for diamonds. He found silverfish, and then he found diamonds. So then he came back into his into the valley, walked around, did a few things, and then went looking for obsidian. And I think he mined obsidian for the rest of the episode. Okay, next we've got Granny's Got Game. Granny worked on her treehouse throughout the whole episode. Next is Baker Bell. Baker Bell went out and got sand. Then she came back in and made stained glass windows. Then she worked on the floor. Then she worked on the roof. Then she did some farming. Next we have Load Central. Load Central did some fishing, worked on the house, got a carrot from a lucky zombie, got a magic bow from fishing, and this is a really awesome bow too. You should check out the specs on that. And found more diamonds. They have one person that just does nothing but mine diamonds, I guess. Next is Batheart MC. Batheart continues building the pond structure that he is working on. I don't know exactly what you would call it. It's not a house, but it's something. Next we have Life with Teens. Life with Teens started home without the pumpkins, and then she paused and went and got the correct coordinates, and then she went and got the pumpkins. Then on the way back to the valley, she picked up some sand and some sugar cane and some eggs, got back into the valley, did some farming, and started building her house. She got a couple of posts put up, and that was it, but she's got a whole episode to finish. So, cool. And the next episode will be episode 9, the final episode. And then it's on to November and the Wolves. So, this is Mike Deering signing out. I'll see you all in the next episode.